What's going on, guys? This is Kevin Muller from Cinephellas, and I am here to review Apple TV's Invasion. I'm actually here to talk about the last 5 episodes, which I did binge. Binging is very big for me. The guys know on the site that I'm not a binger. It takes me a very, very long time to watch TV. I'm more of a movie guy. But you know what? I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I joined this show because I really liked it. I've been looking at reviews on IMDb and user reviews, and it just seems that kind of everyone was expecting something else, and I don't blame them. You have the show about an invasion, and as I said in my first 2 reviews, you have all these characters being affected by it. Yes, there's action in it. Yes, there's suspense, but what makes the suspense work so well on this show is that you grow so close to these people. I really liked the characters in the show. I like the writing. It's not amazing. Some of it's cliche, but the actors do a hell of a job. And that's what sells this. That's what makes this really worth your time. As I said last time, the Shamir Anderson, who is going to be in the Marvels next year and John Wick 4, he is a soldier who is lost in the middle of the desert. And he actually does cross paths with one of the characters. I will not tell you who. And his whole redemption is that he's a bad father and a bad husband. And his wish is to get home and basically start over. And it is a very, very good performance. There's a lot of empathy in it. And I'm looking forward to what he brings to the Marvels, because you also have Tanya Paris, who was in WandaVision and is going to be in the Marvels. I think these are 2 great actors, and I really, really cannot wait to see what they give us next to Brie Larson. Then you have Suhori Katsuna. What I liked about this is they basically don't speak a lick of English, which they shouldn't in Japan, because that part of the show takes place in Japan and they shouldn't speak any English. It's all subtitled. So you have to engage yourself. You have to pay attention and read. And I think that turned a lot of people off. But her story is the emotional heart of it. She is connected to someone who was involved in the original invasion. And the story works. And her cliffhanger is pretty damn good. I'm not going to tell you again. Then you have Billy Barrett, who was a child who was part of the group of kids who were on the bus that crash landed, and it kind of turns into the Lord of the Flies. He becomes a little more connected to what's going on. That part is a little cliche, but Mr. Barrett, he does a great job. I liked him. And, based upon what they're setting up with him, I'm looking forward to see what he brings to season 2. The best performance in this show, and I mentioned it last time in the last 2 reviews, is Golshifty Farahani. I had to look. I didn't want to mess that name up. What a performance. As I said in the first 2 reviews, she plays the mother of a family who's infected by the invasion. She is a former doctor who gave everything up for a marriage that the husband was unfaithful, and now these 2 have to work together to keep themselves and their children protected. I hope she's in more stuff than this, because I think she's a fantastic actress. She's Iranian. She's absolutely beautiful, and she sells it. She is the heart of this show. It is mostly focused on her. Writer and creator Kinberg gives her the meat of the story, and she does fantastic with it. I just watch it for her. If you know who she is, because she has some credits. I think she was on Extraction with Chris Hemsworth. She was in Body of Lies. She's a fantastic actress, and I can't wait to see where her story goes next year. Now, some of the stuff outside of the character's development, because you're there to see aliens. You do see aliens. They do finally come in the later part of the 5 episodes that I watched over the last few days. This show's on a budget, so you're not going to have these big grand aliens like Independence Day or Arrival, but they're pretty fierce and they're pretty scary, and they kind of remind me of spiders in a way, but with pretty warped heads. I thought it was done well. I thought the action sequences with them were done pretty well. I thought discovering how to defeat them was pretty cool. You also have connected to Suhori Katsuna, excuse me. You have First Contact, which kind of feels that they're going to go beyond Earth in the 2nd season, because as I mentioned in one of the last 2 reviews, whenever they were establishing the locations, they always said Japan, Earth. So it makes me think that this is going to go beyond planet Earth. And that's going to be really cool to see because there is someone in space who's lost. I won't tell you who, but they're probably going to have to retrieve her, or, the alien's going to come down, which they probably will. So the ending, I won't say, I won't spoil, but the last shot of this show in episode 10, it is on the same level as something you would have seen in Dune. It's like they spent all the money on the special effects to this one shot that basically shows the characters their journey ahead. And it's going to be a hell of a time. I'm looking forward to this. And I've called this, I was tasked to watch this, and I was kind of iffy at first but then I like the character development, but I understand not everyone likes the character development, and based on the reviews, I can see a lot of people didn't like the show, and I don't understand why. It's not perfect. It's not reinventing the wheel, but I think it's an enjoyable show. It's something you'd probably see on NBC, like an NBC Thursday night or Sunday night show. A little bigger budget, a little more cursing, a little more violence that you'd see on network television, but I enjoyed it. I really liked the show. I would give it probably a 4 out of 5. I know people are probably rolling their eyes at me. I don't care. It's worth your time. It's different. It takes risks. Kinberg could have basically just had constant alien fights, constant alien presence, but he let it develop. He let it simmer. He let it just soak in. You get connected to these people, and in result, it makes a really, really good show that for the 5th time, that I can't wait to see where it goes. Hopefully, Kinberg has something up his sleeve. I think based upon that last shot, that we're going to get something a little bigger. It got season 2, so the budget's probably going to be larger. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to slip. That's why I'm hesitating, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I think you should check it out. It's 10 episodes. Episodes usually run 45 to 55 minutes. The shortest episode was episode 6, which was like 33 minutes. That was kind of a ripoff of Spielberg's War of the Worlds, but whatever. As I said, it's not reinventing the wheel. It's cliche points, but overall, I had a great time with it, and I think you should check it out. And I'm looking forward to next year. It's a fall show, so it'll probably be out probably October, November of this year. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'm recommending it to you. All right. As we say here, I am Kevin Muller. This is Cinephellas, and cheers. See you guys next time.